Hi you guys, this is Glenn from Glenn Reptiles, and I just got back from the National Reptile Breeders Expo in Daytona Beach, Florida. Flew from Northern California to Central Florida to attend one of the largest expos for reptile breeders in the country, in the world. Had a great time, but I was committed to not buy any animals while I was there, and I went across Lee Abbott's table, and some of you know Lee, but he's famous for his corn snakes. And I finally decided I had to have a pair of those corn snakes, so I decided, well, I can't bring them back on the plane, but I can ship them. So I decided I'd buy this pair of corn snakes from Lee, and then I would ship them back in a box. Well, then I realized, well, I'm shipping a box, so now I can shop a little bit. So I ended up buying a few snakes. I thought I would unpack them, show you guys what I got. I brought back from the expo, and so I'm going to do it this way. By the way, this looks like this is officially brought to you by Adeline's RobinsonArt.co company. Adeline was at the show and she gave me this shirt very generously. Also, since I'm promoting her right now, I got this mug from her. Pretty cool. All of her art pieces. If you haven't checked out her work, you ought to. But no, this is not a paid endorsement. But Adeline, you're welcome. I'm sure this will drive tons of traffic to you. Okay, so I'm opening the box. It's right here below me. And by leaving my camera right there, I think it'll make it the best to see the animals as I bring them out. So, as I mentioned, I went to Lee Abbott's table and committed to 2 snakes. And then I ended up getting quite a few more. So, I'm going to start off with the corn snake that this is the pair that originally caught my eye that made me decide I needed to ship. And this is a shatter. Corn. Those of you that have seen shatters before, they're pretty cool looking corn snakes. I'm going to be taking pictures, of course, of all of these animals and getting some decent pictures up. So, pretty wild looking animal. You'll be able to see it better once I get some pictures, but you will see what's so unique about them. Just have a really cool pattern and color. And then I also got, this is a male shatter, and then I also got a female Tessera shatter. And so very similar, although this girl was born a bit earlier than that one, or hatched. And so she's a bit larger, and she's also in shed. But she is a shatter corn snake that is Tessera. So I will get half shatters and half shatter tesseras when I breed these 2 together. So it's a nice project. Lee did all the work. Now I get to breed those and get all the great babies. So here's the other thing. Then at Lee's table, I decided, you know what? I'd like to get these 2 because I saw, I'll show you this one first. I saw this female, and it is a coral okatee. And I don't think you're going to be able to appreciate this on the camera, but I'm going to take pictures of this and you're going to be amazed. So it's a pretty wild looking snake. So coral ghost, or coral okatee, and then I got a coral ghost as well, a male to breed with this girl. She's not wanting to go back in her tub. Okay, now Coral Ghost is another animal from Lee Abbott, and this one's ridiculously nice as well. So this one is my male of that pair. Gosh, you really can't see how awesome they are. I'm going to post pictures. You guys will be truly impressed with these guys. So, yeah, incredible. You can't really catch the colors very well. But anyway, I got those. So 4 corn snakes. Next, I stumbled across a project that seemed like it was a pretty fun project. There's a leucistic black rat that I picked up, and I've always wanted to work with black rats, and there aren't many people who work with them here on the West Coast. And the leucistic black rat's a much better option, in my opinion, than the leucistic Texas rat, which is much more wild and has a lot more inbred problems. But this is a black rat, and if you breed a leucistic black rat with a calico black rat, you evidently end up with something that they call a rustico black rat, a rustico rat snake. I just realized that I think all my labeling is going to be backwards for you because I'm using the front of the phone. Maybe I'll flip the whole thing and then everything will be great. So here's a rustico. See how cool it is? So this is a double het that has a visual outcome here, where you have this snake that is, it looks orange now, but I think it's going to get more yellow. The adults I've seen have been more yellow at the top and then white at the bottom, and just kind of a blending. So they're pretty cool looking. And this is het for leucistic and het for calico. And so if I breed these two together, I will get half leucistics and half of these rusticos. So that's my plan with these guys. I've always wanted to work with black rats. Have always wondered why they're not more popular on this part of the continent. But maybe we'll make them that way. So I know a couple of people who work with them, but not very many. So I'm looking forward to getting going on these guys. Okay, so now you've seen, oh, by the way, I got those from Tony G. And then, let's see, Travis Whistler was there. And just, I ran across this one particular adult female that I was interested in getting earlier in the year. I was interested in getting a baby of one of these and raise it up. But the adult's a much better option, and let me show you why. So here, this is an albino Colombian rainbow boa. So I love my Colombian rainbow boas. They're great snakes. They're really good to show to children and to have at different, like, elementary school presentations. This is an albino form. A lot of Colombians, as you may know, lose their pattern as they mature, and they tend to have a look where they're just kind of a dull yellow. This girl has a pretty sharp pattern, which is something I wanted. And so the fact that she's already grown, I don't have to worry about whether she's going to keep her pattern or not, because she has. And so she'll be ready to go next year. And I'm just going to breed her with my leucistic male. And I will get double hets. Het for albino and het for Lucy, blue-eyed Lucy. Which then will also make it possible to create an albino blue-eyed Lucy, which is simply a red-eyed Lucy. So yeah, I stumbled into this girl. I was very happy about that. I'm going to stick her up here. Now, also went to Bud Foltz's table, and Bud had imported some extreme pied blood red corn snakes from Stunning Snakes in Italy, and the parents were ridiculous, but so are the babies. I think you can see there's a lot of pied going on on these guys. And evidently, according to Bud, not only are they extreme as they mature in this pied, but there is a much higher percentage of pied babies coming out of the clutch. And so I bought a pair of these extreme pied-sided corns, blood red corns. Along with that, I bought a trio that are sired by that high white Italian blood red. And so these are females that just came from a mom that was a normal blood red, or in this case granite, pied-sided. And as you can see, they're not really white on the side, they're just really nice granites, but they're carrying that genetic trait from the European line. So I'm hoping that when bred back with the European line, you get some really nice white sides. So I got this guy who's a granite. I got fire as well. Here's the fire. It looks pretty nice. And so yeah, I'm gonna put pictures of all of these guys up too at one point. But there's a fire, and then also an opal version of that as well. So here, little opal being lavender, albino, and then also diffused. So it'll be interesting to see what an opal with a really white pied side would look like, since they have so little color to begin with. But anyway, that's what I brought back. I don't know how many snakes that is, a lot, but it's my custom to not really count snakes, otherwise you'll realize you have too many. So I hope you enjoyed that. Looking forward to watching these guys grow up. Follow my page. I'll be posting more pictures of these guys. Also, I will be posting a couple more videos that are related to the Daytona show, one of which is sort of related. I think I'm going to post a video of all the things that hatched while I was at the Daytona show. And then also I think I may do a video of like Daytona swag stuff. And you've already gotten a taste of that with Adeline's shirt and this wonderful cup that I got from her. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you enjoyed this little video and the snakes I wasn't going to buy when I went to Daytona. And we'll catch you next time. Take care.